This week ain't no less embarrassing than last week was. Happy Friday. Welcome to the Terror Dome. Okay. You know what? Blackistan is funny as fuck. So let's go. Hey, NYX, Aquarius Shade. Tata the Butterfly is here. Living Life Golden's here. Patricia is in the building. Mimi, Nell doing things. Hey, Raven, Enlightening. She said, "Go DC, go DC, go." I love y'all, ladies. Y'all just make me smile. Miss Anonymous 23 is here. Lucky Black Girl is here. Wine Hussy is here. Hey, how you doing? Who else we got? We got Raven in the building. Who else? Y'all, it's smoke night, so I'm kind of laid back here. Hey, Coffee, how are you? Merlot is here. I appreciate all y'all. You're gonna see your comment up here because that's just how it goes. What the fuck is going on, man? Y'all mad at Kyle Rittenhouse? Really? Blackistan, y'all mad? Mammies, you mad? Y'all wanted that kid to go to jail? Let me ask you a question. You weren't this vocal about watching a grape throw a woman to the ground like a tackle dummy. You're on a fence about that. But I know what bothers you about the Kyle situation. What it is your stupid ass is not used to seeing what men or young men protecting something that they care about looks like. It's very unfamiliar to you. You're used to anarchy and protests and all this goddamn tearing up and vandalism. When Kyle showed up in Kenosha, what he was doing originally was cleaning graffiti off of a school. Then shit got real. What I find most insulting about this whole fucking situation is a lot of you mammies thought his victims were black. I'm dead. You can't fucking read now? You can't read. Your black power, right, won't even bother to get the facts of the case. And the saddest part about this is if it was Tyrone Rittenhouse instead, y'all would have been rooting for him. That's the thing. That's why nobody takes y'all seriously, because right is right and wrong is wrong. No matter who had the pistol, right? If it was Tyrone shooting and saying he was scared because he's trying to protect the car dealership and you got some wackos running up on him just wanting to tear up shit. If Tyrone laid him down, though, you'll see the self-defense argument. This is yet another day that you out here looking real stupid, real dumb. You'll look stupid again tomorrow as well. I'm not surprised by this, but what I at least thought you was going to do was read about the goddamn case. You running around here mad as hell thinking he done shot up 3 black folk. This is embarrassing, right? He didn't have to do the brothers like that. What brothers? He didn't hit no brothers, girl. You stupid as fuck. And then you come trying to tell us how we should be when your motherfucking ass won't even read an article. On your black power side, y'all should have been quote unquote rooting for this because y'all always celebrate when somebody else gets hurt, right? Even if it's a black woman, right? You celebrate it because she shouldn't have been there or whatever. You running around this intranet talking about the black people that Rittenhouse killed. The problem is he didn't kill nobody black. You can't even control your own black power. Is this what I'm seeing? Elle, please help me. And what the fuck is going on here? These mammies getting stupider and stupider by the moment.
They all about half retarded because look, I just feel like this. He didn't kill a black woman or girl, so I really don't give a damn. Shit, fuck it.
They literally are fighting a thing that doesn't exist. At least find out who you fighting for first, right? And notice with that Zach Stacy situation, I didn't mention his victim. I didn't. I mentioned his violence. Your sons are violent, bitch. That girl went from that couch to that flat screen TV in less than a 0.2. He's strong, he's angry, he's bitter, and violent. Divested OG?
Well, what really I don't get is that people didn't realize the whole Kyle Rittenhouse thing. They didn't understand who the victims were, and one of them was a child molester. I got to tell you. But
well, you know, in Blackistan, their child, you know what I'm saying.
Exactly. And so, I mean, I actually had someone call me today and say, all huffing and puffing about that. And I said, I'm glad that kid got off. And she goes, how can you say me? I almost got screamed at. And I said, he didn't kill any black people. Where did you get that? Well, I thought, no, here are the facts. There's what you feel, and this is what you think, and here are the facts. So I'm sorry, I'm a little surprised nobody understanding who his victims were. I'm lost on that one.
All they want to do is fight. All they want to do is fight. Cha-cha girl, I got you. Let me grab it real quick. All they want to do is have a reason to say, hey, we're victims. Hey, look at us. Hey, can we get a Sharpie and a poster board so we can write some fuck shit out here on this goddamn shit and walk around and tear up CVS, steal a TV, outside throwing Molotov cocktails? Look, you ain't gonna take that party away from them.
They steal dryers and washers too.
You ain't gonna take the party away.
And sneakers. Don't forget the dryers, the washers. Yeah.
I don't mind you being upset, but please know what you upset about. Cha-Cha girl, welcome to the panel.
Hey, it's me, Cha-Cha from Black Femicide.
How are you?
Hey, y'all. So I want to talk about this because I remember when it first happened, right? And I was like, first of all, nobody should be out there for Jacob Blake, because when he was shot by the police, he was violating a restraining order that his baby mama had against him. He was beating her.
Thank you.
She called the police, right? Because she had a restraining order because several months earlier, he had sexually assaulted her and beat her. So there was a warrant out for his arrest. And so, but then I didn't pay attention to it because I was like, whatever. So when I kept seeing Black folks get upset, and I was like, did he kill some Black kids? Let me see what Kyle did, because y'all acting like the boy killed some Black kids. And I was like, wait a minute. Hold on.
They legit thought that his victims was Black. I swear to you. They always shooting at the brothers. They always get off for shooting at the brothers. We gotta find a brother first, you dumb bitch.
So let me tell you. So I decided a couple of months ago, and I just decided a couple of months ago because I didn't care. So I was like, wait, they white. And I was like, okay, let me, did somebody, are they related to Dr. King? Let me do some typing, because it gotta be something, right? And then I'll tell you why I realized Black folks went up for them. So I said, one of them was convicted of raping 5 boys from the ages 9 to 11.
Oh, okay. Then that's why they view them as brothers, because they know that's what they brothers do. Okay.
The other one he killed,
probably murdered some wiggers,
was a convicted woman beater who was convicted of strangling a woman. She didn't die, but he strangled her. I said, that's why y'all going up. This your type of people, George.
Yes.
Ray Sharp Brooke, Jacob. This is why y'all going up. So I said the other day, I made on my Facebook post, right? I got people in their feelings. I said, imagine wanting justice for a child rapist and a woman beater. I hope they set Kyle free. Mm-hmm. So my youngest turned 13 today, so we've been out with him all day celebrating and stuff. Mm-hmm. And then I got the alert because my cousin, who was a male, was like, Kyle doesn't need to go to jail. He's a hero, and he was defending himself, right? And he understands the assignment. So he's like, I said, oh, the verdict's in. And he was like, they convicted him. He was finna be mad. I was like, no, not guilty on all counts. He was like, oh, let me go start some mess, right? Because he was like, he kept telling his friends, like, y'all are upset that he killed 2 scumbuckets? I'm confused. I thought we was against that. And they was like, well, they didn't know who he was. And my cousin really got into this case because he was like, that should tell you the type of people they were. They were violent, and they were being violent towards him. He was running. So I mean, I saw people saying on Twitter, we need a break. Black people need a break. We hurt. And I was like, who?
What are you talking about?
Who is we? Why would you be hurt? So people were saying, they were saying he killed them because he's racist. And I was like, that might work. I might side with you if they were Black. They were white like him. Do y'all know how racism worked? Did it change? I don't understand. I mean, people have been Black people. I said, is this our business? And then I said, you know what? Collectively, it is the Black folks' business, because y'all go up for R. Kelly, y'all go up for Bill Cosby, you go up for Mike Tyson. You love Fabulous. Y'all like trash, so you feel connected to trash, especially Black men. I had a Black man tell my friend, and she was like, "I think this nigga smoking crack." He said, if he is let off, it sets a precedence for Black people. And I was like, what?
What the
Do
fuck?
y'all think? What? And let me get to Zach real quick. Cause first of all, people been inboxing us about Kyle, and I was like, not my business. Don't. So yesterday, when that video of Zach, people kept tagging us, and I was like, y'all know she white, right? And they like, yeah, but he was abusive, right? And I was like, I'm gonna run something by y'all real quick, and I'm gonna tell y'all to stop tagging Black femicide in this, because it say Black femicide. The description says the violence that Black women and girls face daily. It don't say Becky gonna get included because she like Black queen. That it don't say that. So I said 53% of domestic violence victims are Black women. I don't care about Becky because Becky ain't made us her business. Stop tagging us. They're like, yeah, but I sympathize with. Well, you can sympathize with her. I ain't saying that she deserved it. I'm saying when it was Janae Rice, everybody asked what she did.
Thank you.
Everybody said, well, she must have did something. So I'm asking.
That's a great comparison because that's a video situation as well.
I said, I don't know what happened before the video. I mind my business. I'm going to mind my business because I got more Black women and girls that have been killed. Okay. We are now at over 1,280. Okay. 1,280. And I'm supposed to worry about Becky. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to stick to what the plan is. I'm staying on code. We ain't them other Black women pages that go up for women of color and Becky. No, we not all sisters because y'all don't deal with what we deal with. You know what I'm saying?
I mentioned it, right? And I'm saying your sons are violent, right? Because somebody came to me and was like, why are you taking up for her? I'm like, well, you got to show me a screenshot where you saw me take up for her. I love you too. Now get the fuck out of my face. I'm talking about your violent, stupid ass son. Here's the deal. That if he's doing that to his preference, a Black woman wouldn't have made it out that apartment.
Listen. I have the names and the faces of the Black women who didn't, and they don't get upset. They like, oh, it's sad. But you think. You see, and I told somebody this the other day, and they texted me and said, now I get what you're saying. So a while ago, I said, because people kept going on about Carolyn Bryant, and I said, white women's tears aren't the problem. They're damsels in distress. They're doing what they're supposed to do. The problem is everyone's reaction to their tears. We don't get the reaction to the tears. Y'all just proved my point. Because you watch Janae be knocked out, her body calmly drug out the elevator, and it still was support for him. Y'all don't respond to our tears the same. Becky crying or Becky being beaten, everybody got a problem with it. So I'm not mad at white women. You know what I'm saying? I'm the baby of 6. I always use my tears to get what I want, even if it was fake tears. Because I knew the reaction from my dad was going to be like, who did it? Point it out. They getting it. So it's not Becky's tears that's the problem.
Right.
It's everyone's reaction to her tears. That's the problem. Because I remember a couple of years ago when it was R. Kelly and they were saying, you know, the girl was fast. She was 14. And you cut 2 years later about Kavanaugh. And how Black people was like, he's a rapist. That girl, he raped that girl when she was 14 and he was 18. I was like, so you see a white woman, a white girl as a victim, huh? But you don't see, okay. I see where this is going. That's why that's why I be quiet when they lay you down. When the police lay you down, I shut my mouth.
I hate that they took Zach in without incident. Where's your tackle dummy throwing skills when the police show up? I thought you was big. I'm thinking that you're going to take the police and slam their motherfucking head against the wall too. But when they got there, you just as docile. You that submissive that you looking for Black women, huh? He showed you by example how to be submissive. That was ridiculous. And that baby sitting right there.
The Black inferiority complex.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Black men want to be victims, and they want to be the damsels in distress. They want to be saved. I told my friend the other day, if it had been all Black people on the Titanic, the women and children would have died. The men would have been like, we got to get on the boat. We'd have been like, what? That ain't how it works.
God, it's sad, but it's true.
It is. It is true. They want to. Men making posts. Black women don't do enough to protect Black men. I ain't never seen no other race of men expect their women to protect them. They protect their women and children, although they still cause violence to them, but they know they are the most vulnerable. Mm-hmm. Y'all out here saying we don't do enough. I'm not finna protect. You're a grown man. Yeah. This ain't chess. I know y'all go by chess rules. The queen protects the king. Y'all don't even know how to play chess. You still playing checkers. So we're not.
They playing Connect Four. What you talking about? Right. I just dated the shit out of myself right there. They can't play checkers. They playing Connect Four.
They really like they want to be saved, and they want everybody to save them. And I wish Black women, we have to stay on code. We have to when y'all fake president, y'all fake Black woman president and her old man, that native bill. And so I had people say, well, Black women don't speak up for themselves. I say, you're a lie. Black women dating back to Ida B. Wells and Sojourner Truth have always spoke up for ourselves, but don't nobody listen to us. Mm-hmm. It ain't till we're speaking about somebody else then everybody want to listen. A good example of Me Too, that was started in the 90s by a Black woman. But who listened? Say her name. Nobody listened. Nope. We speak up for ourselves all the time. Y'all don't listen and you don't care. Don't say Native American women do more. They do. You can't name one Native American woman group that be yelling and screaming. Don't say they do more.
They don't understand. I'm not in a competition. I'm like, yep, they do more. They need to do more. Yep. I'm not in competition with these other women. Look,
I heard this from Black women.
I'm not surprised though, because they are literally Black men with pussies. That's what I'm saying.
I would like to know, where was all this effing energy when 3 Black women were gunned down in Philly and in Norfolk, Virginia?
And that just happened 2 weeks ago.
I'll do you one better. So Black Femicide on the Instagram page, I'm still in June because those stories are very hard for me to do, right? I'm in June still posting stories, Jesus. Right? I ran across one. It was a mass shooting in Chicago in a house. They shot 8 people. They shot 7 of them in the head. 4 Black women died that night. Do you hear what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I saw Black Lives Matter Chicago outside of Kyle's trial. I said, he got some work to do in Chicago. What is you talking about? Why is you over there? You got no business over there. So they don't have no outrage. And my point was, you see Black Femicide, who listening to us? You saying we out here yelling and screaming about what's going on. Who listening to us? Now, if we change course and say black men are being murdered, do you know how many donations we would get? Do you know people would be listening, even if we included women of color? But we don't go that route.
I'm not in a bartering with them. It's over. Yeah, it is so over. There is nothing to come to the table to talk about how we need to do shit better, what better ways we can do. I'm not doing anything for you if you are not a Black woman in that order. Point blank, period. And keep your sons from over here, damn it.
And then I had somebody come on the post and say, somebody tag Kamala. I said, where are you tagging her? She's Asian. Why is she? This ain't her business. She don't care nothing about why would you? She might care when she need a vote. She gonna care. She gonna ski-wee and say,
girl, don't get me started.
You wanna vote for me? And they say, you know what? I'm a tag. They started tagging Black Lives Matter. I was like, they definitely. Sis, where you been? And then somebody brought up Super Mammy, the Supreme Mammy. What's her name? Shahrazad. What's
Shahrazad Ali?
I said
that bitch.
You know she loved Black men like she loved breathing. What did you do? I said, you know what? I'm not going in this comment section no more because y'all playing. I know y'all playing.
They
You
full of shit, girl. They didn't even bother to see who the victims was. They don't know what they talking about. They just talk to be talking. There's nothing factual coming out of their mouth. It's all emotional. When you, because your Instagram is numbers,
Yep.
numbers and articles. Ain't
Yep.
nobody look. I can't go for the feelings. I'm not doing that. Look at the numbers and then you open your mouth. I don't want to hear about your feelings. And no, I don't care about a black man being shot. Sorry, not sorry.
And I think black people getting wrapped up in their feelings is exactly what led to them thinking that black men were shot by Kyle.
Mhm.
The way that the media is able to rally and just bring black people and use them as kind of like the front man or like the angry person to go lead these movements is very sad, because basic research would have shown that, yeah, he did shoot white people and this is none of our business, but black people are just so quick to anger, quick to react, quick to move, that they wouldn't just stop and say, hey, let me do some research and find out the facts of the case.
Yeah.
So I think it's just so sad. It's like disappointing.
They always want to
y'all-
play the victim. That's why they always want to find a way to be the victim in something. Because this don't have nothing to do with black people.
But they calling it, they saying he racist. And I was like, I don't even think y'all know what racism mean no more. You now you're saying he's racist against other white people. That
Y'all
don't
fall on
make
the
sense.
floor when I tell you this. They in the comment section going all the way off, and they didn't even know the black man's name that initially got paralyzed because he's not dead. They didn't know who the Kenosha situation was about. I'm like, well, what the fuck is his name?
Well,
I don't know, but they tripping. You motherfuckers are stupid.
I've called him Wheelchair Jacob since that moment, and people don't like it, you know. But I've had some brothers come to the page and they became a victim of being blocked, but they were saying, well, black women are killing black men at the same rate, and I was like, you don't even make sense. If black women were killing black men every 6 hours, we would have more of us alive. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And Black Lives Matter would be Marshmallow Garvey and his crew would be in the forefront. This can't happen. This is anarchy. They're killing us. Well, he ain't black, but you know he think he black. But it's crazy how they come up with the numbers. So I said, one dude, I said, well, run me the facts. Send me the article. I don't have it on me because it ain't happening.
They
The
never had
FBI would have been reported that black women killing black men every 6 hours. How? When?
They never have a citation for their stats. They want you to cite yours, which we do. But if you ask them where they get that bullshit jellyfish stat from, they start stuttering.
Well, see, here's the thing. On Q, I have had some white people send me an article that Charles Blow talks about this. Oh, it's all white supremacy, Kyle. Yeah. And my thing is like, it's funny, they can be victims, all right, but we can't, and we're taking most of the snuff. Okay, we're the ones getting killed. We're the ones getting beat. We're the ones who are getting killed when we're pregnant. We're the one. That's us. But it's okay for us to advocate for everybody else's rights, but ours. It's okay for us to, I don't know, make the world fucking great for everybody else but us.
Yeah,
girl, they want us to put diabetic birds before us. You hear me? I mean, what the hell is going on here, bro? I can't. Lord have mercy. I don't know where I get that type of shit from. You just be coming out like Tourette's, I swear.
Listen, and then so I started to add missing black women and girls on the page, and I have a missing black women and girls page on Instagram too. I get inbox about Native women and Hispanic women. I was like, listen, I know sometimes when you go to a page, maybe you don't see the title. So I'm going to tell you the title of this page. Okay. It don't say women of color. This is about black women. Yeah, but I just thought, nope, there are pages for that. And I'm not going to even direct you to the page.
It's
now,
unbelievable to them, Cha-Cha girl. It's unheard
they're so used
of.
to us saying, sure. I said, listen, I sit down. I mind my business. If it ain't got nothing to be, I'm going to watch it play out. and say, "Oh, okay."
They're used to they're used to us allowing everybody else to make their problems be our problems.
Yeah. And I even and I feel bad there are missing little black boys, but this page is not about that. There are, and there was a 2-year-old, and I'm like, listen, there's a black page that does everybody black, and you can go right over there. Well, you're not gonna post them black women and girls. I don't know how to make it. It's in the description.
Yeah,
that's it. And then she blocked me. Great. Good.
Wonderful. That means job well done. I love being blocked. I love being blocked.
Listen, and so people get in their feelings, and because they don't like us standing up for ourselves. Mm-hmm. They don't like us being loud and saying we ain't doing this no more, and this is how it's gonna be. They want whatever they thought was no. We're not doing that.
There was a whole funeral over here for Big Mama. Big Mama does not exist. There will be other Big Mamas, but she's going to be kind of on the slow side, because if she's woken up in any capacity, your ass is done. Okay.
And I think I saw a video, and it kind of relates to this. When you see black women, and they're like, how Black folks, especially black men, hate to see Sierra with Russell Wilson. They just hate that and so it drives them crazy when we talk about us and put us first, and it's going to be about us. It drives them crazy, because how dare you?
There's going to be a lot of psychiatric medications going on, because it's going to expand. Other women are going to
be loud about it, because we can't afford not to. Afford not to. And politicians, if you're not going to be about it, well, guess what? You don't need to be in office. Like, they don't, I see people get upset when I mention Fox News, and I'm like, listen, you know what I'm saying? So it's for a while, there's been a couple of Republicans, like I said, they backed the Breonna Taylor bill, not a Democrat on there. I said, listen, I don't care what party they belong to. I don't care if they belong to a party and the turtle is their leader. If the turtle say we about black women and girls, well, guess what? The turtle gonna get the vote.
They have basic thinking. So it's like, it's either this or that. Conservative, bad. Liberal, good. They think like children. You need to read what you got going on in these bills, and also what you sitting up here protesting for. You've been walking all day and found out that you was protesting because some white man got killed. Girl, get the fuck out of here.
And they say they hurting. They on Twitter talking about black people are hurting. I said, well, I must not be black. I don't know what race I'm at, because I'm not hurting. I think Kyle got justice was served today.
I agree. And even the pedophile that Kyle shot, God bless Kyle for shooting that pedophile. He had about 5 convictions for assaulting. 5. So
the boys were ages 9 to 11.
Exactly. So for me, it's like, and then people are finding this out, because I was on Twitter. Some black people are finding this out, and then they're like, well, Kyle didn't know that when he shot them. Does it matter? Now that you've been presented with new information, it doesn't matter that he didn't know. This is divine karmic justice. They got what was coming to them, and I do not feel bad at all. Let's go, Kyle.
Niggas make me sick. They always mad about some shit. But
those diabetic birds. The
diabetic birds.
Listen, if the diabetic birds say black women and girls, we need to protect them. God damn it, nominate them. We free the birds. We rolling with the birds, whoever it is. Okay.
Okay.
Anybody else got anything on the Kyle Rittenhouse and Zach situation? Because we getting ready to prove that black men cannot be men, right? So we can ready to have a little fun. So panel's open. Anybody got anything else on Kyle Rittenhouse? Shout out to Kyle Rittenhouse for being a young protector.
I said, you know what? We having our march in DC next year. We might can use Kyle. He a good shot. He a good shot.
Free Derek.
We need him for security.
I can't. Cha girl, I appreciate you. And you are doing the Lord's work, I swear. I know that gets kind of emotional and heavy. Dealing
Yeah.
with that every single day, seeing how it's not slowing down, it's speeding up. Okay. And then you see people fighting over whether we should even cover shit like that. And I used to think it was disheartening, but it's expected now. And
Yeah.
you need to just jump on code. If you're a black woman, you best jump on code. Get your ass from being black male identified and get right.
It's not helping us to be black male identified, because these aren't black males that are saying, you know what, we fucking up and we need to help the women and we need to stop this. No, they're not saying that. They're running around and they want everybody to protect them and they want these laws, and for them, they're not worried about us. These aren't black men who are saying we're gonna protect the women and children. Mm-mm. These aren't this. These aren't. I don't know where they at, but I know the robots is getting ready to come in, so I'm ready. So I just saw a video of a robot doing jumps. He did a flip. I was like, oh, he gonna be a protector and he gonna entertain. Okay, I'm ready.
I love you, girl, so much.
I love y'all. Appreciate y'all so much. So the Black Femicide Twitter page and Facebook page is the most up to date. I'm trying to work on getting out of June and July, but it just gets these cases. You know, we just had one where he assaulted his ex-wife, stole the 2 daughters, brought a mammy who was a sergeant because he was a former cop and she was still a sergeant. They for 6 days they were gone with the children, and then he shot the children, killed them, shot her, killed her, and then killed himself. And now the mother don't have nobody.
I can't. Wow.
And I'm like, y'all out here crying because a white boy shot some other white boys that was trash, and this is what's going on.
Something to fight for. That's all they want, is something to be able to. Y'all wasn't a victim this time. If you're gonna continue to play victim, make sure the people are actually black, dummy.
But I guess they're victim because, like we said, there was a convicted child predator and a woman beater. That's on par. And you know what? It's 3 of us. It's me, Rosa, and Ori. And I'm trying, y'all, on the Instagram page. People send me stories and I'm like, send it to Facebook because they're more up to date. I'm still in June. And they're like, wait, these are all June? And I'm like, yeah, these are June. I haven't even touched July. And one day in June,
y'all do the damn thing over there.
One day in June, we had 12 black women killed in one day. You know, different parts of the country, but yeah. And that's just what we recorded. That's not when the FBI, again, they'll release theirs next year. You know, I'm sure their numbers will be higher than ours like it was this year, but we were close.
If y'all are sitting on the fence, please go subscribe to her channel, Black Femicide USA. You'll get your ass off that fence quickly. Subscribe to her channel. And they've been going live lately, so check it out.
We've had people inbox and say, I had no idea, and I can't believe that I've supported the people I've supported, and this is going on with us. And they were like, this page has opened my eyes. And I was like, yeah, because you let certain groups tell you that it's black men. You would think the way they act that black men are being killed every 6 hours by the police.
Look, more shit to get done because black women are the support. The support would be there, girl. They hear them little shit log sons of bitches getting fucked up every 6 hours. It'll be a black female stampede around this bitch.
Look, taking them donuts to the police stop. Hey, y'all need lunch? You need some energy? Or what's happening? What's going on? Let me stop. See, I get in trouble like that. But I'm going to let y'all go because we got some cake and ice cream to do. But you guys have a good evening. Thank you so much for the support. You know, I love your page. Y'all have me cracking up. You are the diabetic birds. That's the thing, man. I got to add that to the robots. The diabetic birds and the robots.
Girl, the insulin shots be lit. I appreciate you too.
All right. Good night, y'all.
Good night, babe. So, on your screen, right? This is a video done by a man who's telling you the 15 characteristics of good men. Now, let me tell you something. The Dusty doesn't make it past the intro. I'm telling you, before he starts listing this shit, the Dusties don't make it past the intro. He has it numbered 1 through 15. Introducing the video automatically excluded black men. Let's go.
What is a real man? He is the one who has left behind all the activities and ways of thinking that are childish. He thinks, speaks, and acts in a mature way. Every boy desires to grow up to become a real man. Every woman wants to date and get married to one of these men. He is first and foremost the leader of himself. This makes him confident and a leader of others too. Not only is he respectful, but he is also empathetic about the feelings of others. Most of all, he is confident and makes those around him confident of themselves too. These are just a few of the characteristics of a real man.
Bro,
He
not
hasn't, he hasn't listed one thing yet.
I'm screaming.
Not one thing.
They out already. First 30 seconds.
They're done already. You don't even have to hear the rest of the fucking list. I'm like, hold on. Did he already start naming it? He's like, trustworthy leader, blah, 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 blah. The list ain't even started yet, and Tyrone is already finished. Let's go.
So let's see the 15 most important traits of a real man. 1. A real man always keeps his word.
Done. Done. Tyrone texting a lie to a motherfucker right now while we speak.
You know they lie like they get paid for lying, DZ.
It's 8:15. It's some Tyrone somewhere right now that was supposed to be there at 6. Homegirl is still dressed and has hope that he will show his dumb ass up. I swear to you, y'all, we gonna do these. Anybody got anything? Because y'all gonna be on the fucking floor when we done. Everybody here and in the chat room. I can't. Let's go.
When a real man says he's going to do something, he's going to do it. You won't have to worry about a real man flaking out and canceling plans last minute, socially or professionally. On the surface, this may not seem like such a big deal. But this means so much more on a fundamental level. A real man values his time as well as that of others and realizes the importance of upholding a certain set of principles. 2. He takes action without hesitation.
I can't do that. The systemic oppression. What you talking about? Y'all know these white people won't let me do this and let me do that. I can't. Tyrone, I'm hungry. Well, you might call your mama. They can't help you with shit. Listen, the only thing that they do without hesitation is whoop your ass. Whoop your entire ass. Now, they don't hesitate on that shit.
Because weave.
Oh, shit. That's right. I forgot about that.
Weave took them out of the home.
And single moms.
Single mom took them out of the home. Yeah.
Welfare too.
Welfare too.
And Jordan.
And Jordan's.
Jordan's took them out
And
the home.
Hennessy.
Okay. Let's go.
Real men don't seek approval for everything they do. Instead, they are confident enough to take action without hesitation. 3. He listens before he speaks.
Hell no. Hell no. What nigga do y'all know ain't got his dick liquor open before anybody even asked him anything?
Girl.
He let others speak first. Well, that just out the manosphere is done. All black men are done. Okay. Let's keep going. I can't do this.
It is easy to get tempted to boast and talk about yourself. Many people do this on a regular basis. For example, they talk about their new car,
Get his
home,
ashy ass off
gossip,
my
and other
screen.
accomplishments. Despite seeming flashy, a real man has no interest in talking about himself. He thinks very carefully before he says anything and lets other people do the talking before he utters a word.
Stop doing that.
4. A real man is a true leader.
Oh shit.
Nope.
Well,
Nope. Nope.
where we
Nope.
at, y'all? What
I
planet is
think we're on
this?
4. Yeah, 4.
What planet is this? It's indeed Smoke Night. I'm glad y'all back here. Lipstick, welcome up. Witching Hour, welcome up. Kathy, are you dusty? I'm not ready for dust yet. Let's get through the list and then we can argue our ass off and all that good shit. All right. All right. That's what we can do. True leader. I haven't seen a true leader that looked like a black dude in God knows how long. I think I was probably about 6, maybe a few decades. Lead what?
At least you saw one at 6.
Girl, it was my granddaddy.
Okay.
Let's go.
At least you saw one.
Yeah.
I got
He
11
has the
years on
ability
you.
to
So
act
yeah.
as a leader in both social and professional situations, no matter the occasion. Instead of being a follower and simply going along with what other people are doing, a real man takes initiative and lets his actions speak for themselves.
Oops.
When it's time to make a decision, instead of being indecisive and not being able to make up their minds, a real man knows exactly what he needs to do. 5. A real man builds his own fortune.
It's over. That's over. It's
Cap.
over.
Stop the video.
Yeah.
Y'all sons, and because I know y'all listening, y'all sons are still in PPP loans. He's out here shooting your ass over his half of your stimulus check. He paying you $36 a month in child support.
Shit.
Wendy's 4 for $4 is fucking his budget up for the week. This is y'all sons. I literally tearing up. This shit is hilarious.
Some men are lucky enough to inherit a fortune from their family once they reach adult age. Some of them squander it all, while others build it into over 10 times what it was initially. A real man is the one who will build it into multiples of what his inheritance was.
Child by that and flipping your taxes for crack money. That ain't it. Don't get spoded.
Does not waste it and resorts to begging his family members for handouts. He digs in his heels and builds his own wealth. Whether he does it alone or with the assistance of a partner, he eats the sweat off his brow. 6. He is organized, orderly, and classy.
Stop.
I'm gonna let y'all have that one.
Yeah.
Stop.
Because organized and classy, I can't go anywhere where there are a significant number of them without seeing their boxers and their apple bottoms because they don't even know how to pull up their fucking pants. Classy wear.
Sagging
Or
in
shower.
skinny jeans.
You said they
gotta
sag in the
shower.
Oh,
They're
They
gates
need
and
to
they're
shower.
maggots.
they not fixing to do that. What they gonna do is maybe put some mouthwash in and then spray their clothes with Axe.
Right.
Okay.
That shit
And
just made me nauseous.
And this
thinking about
dude
it.
said inheritance. The only thing that they inherit is debt. Stop.
Man, look. When they have their little frivolous lawsuits, you know how that the Hyundai get tapped on the back and they go and tell the doctor they got whiplash so they can get the deductible paid and all that shit. You know those little frivolous lawsuits. We all know who do this shit. They don't look. Your son.
Oh, DZ, let me piggyback off that what you said about Hyundai.
Please do.
So there was this white guy who was driving a Tesla and he parked it. Now, anyone who knows Teslas, they have 360 cameras even when the car is off. This Dusty walked up to the Tesla, fell on the hood, and just passed out in front of it as if the car hit him. Now, mind you, Tesla is recording the entire incident.
Woo. And we had somebody
They
up here.
ran it too.
You remember homegirl from the other day? She was like, you got to give them a chance because not all.
No, they all Dusty.
Fuck this shit, man. Let's go. Frivolous lawsuit ass, my back ass nigga.
By structuring every aspect of his life, he shows that he is a real man on a mission who knows what he is doing. This even goes for factors as simple as keeping his place clean, organizing his belongings, and being on top of his chores and errands such as laundry, bills, etc. These seemingly insignificant things actually say a lot about a real man because they are indicative of his sense of discipline and responsibility.
Facts.
One of the main differences between a boy and a real man is that a boy doesn't care about his state of living. A real man does everything he has to do to take care of everything he needs to take care of. 7. He takes responsibility for his faults.
Nope. Lipstick, I'm gonna let you have that one because I know that you would rip this shit to shreds.
Which one when he said they take responsibility for their faults?
Yeah. Girl.
First of all, they're never responsible for anything. They're not responsible for their children. They're not responsible for where they ejaculate because they spread their sperm everywhere. They're not responsible for anything.
They don't even take responsibility.
So that takes them out anyway.
They stub their toe and it's the bed's fault, type niggas.
And we can't ignore 6, y'all.
Exactly.
They were talking about boys don't care about their rooms and stuff being messy or their environment being messy. They don't have no structure because they don't have no place to live. That's why winter is cold and they trying to sleep on your couch.
Right.
Let's not act like these men know what deductibles are. That's where the mammies come in to help them out because they don't know what a damn deductible is.
Right. And that is why they have terrible hygiene because they don't have anywhere to wash. They don't have anywhere to keep clean, to clean themselves. When you couch surfing, hygiene is the last thing you think about.
Ooh.
Are we going to see weed money on this list? No weed money. The man keeps his weed money in the.
He always got money for a dime bag.
I don't know.
Lord, help us all.
When he is in a relationship, a real man does not assume that the problems which arise are all caused by their partner.
Oops!
Stop the video. Stop the video.
Some man is out here saying, baby, I'm sorry. That was my fault. Not your man.
That's what a man does.
Not your man. Your man said everything that happened to him from slavery to what happened last night is your motherfucking fault, bitch. That's what he said. Everything. Girl. Everything's your fault.
And it start with y'all taking them goddamn food stamps, and then the truck came and picked them up and took them away from the home, and they were never to be seen again. It was all your fault.
Even though they was getting food stamps first.
Thank you. Some of those prison programs, when they let them out, they automatically qualify for food stamps because they got a felony and they know they can't get a job. So they give them food stamps on the way out of jail, a bus ticket, and $10 in cash. I shit you not.
Not $10.
$10.
They gonna spend that on a dime bag.
And assisted living.
That's true.
Yo, when you say bitch, you just say it with so much vitriol. Like, you mad as fuck. Like,
girl. Let's go.
Some of the issues that can arise in a relationship are his fault. In such cases, he owns up to his...
Mammies, that's a hug. That's a man apologizing to a woman. That's a man saying, I'm sorry, baby. That was my fault. I won't do it again. In case you didn't recognize what that was.
Mistakes and apologizes for them. Some men have the habit of projecting their mistakes onto their significant others. This is wrong and does not indicate maturity. A real man understands that his girlfriend, fiancé, or wife is his teammate. Thus, he fosters the most empathetic form of companionship that he can. 8. He cares about the needs of their significant others.
He doesn't care about anything having to do with you. Black femicide was just up here, right? He doesn't even care about the murder rate. This little video here is just talking about what she wants for dinner. How's she feeling today? Does she have a headache? Does she have her toiletries? They
don't care.
They don't care about you dropping dead in the street. As a matter of fact, after you drop dead, they probably trying to figure out how to prop your ass up so you can march for their ass again. I don't know if y'all ever seen that movie Weekend at Bernie's, but goddamn it. The fuck?
But I think that they inherently lack empathy. I think that they just do not have it. I don't think they know how to empathize with other people that are not them. I just feel like they don't. They do not care about their children. They do not care about their community. They do not care about anything that doesn't directly or indirectly benefits them.
Facts.
They don't
Because
even
they're
empathize with
psychopaths.
each other. They hate everything. They hate themselves. That's why they killing themselves too.
Fucking psychos.
Shit.
I can't stand y'all.
When it comes to a romantic relationship with someone special and important to him, a real man will make sure that his partner is one of his top priorities in his life.
Cap.
A real
Oh,
man knows how to
God.
treat women with respect. This goes double for the one you've chosen as your partner. Treat your woman well and make her happy.
Boy, stop the video.
Yeah,
I
that's
can
over.
hear these niggas throwing up right now through the goddamn ethosphere. I hear them vomiting. Oh, so that's a simp video.
That's a simp. Yep.
These bitches
Yep.
don't deserve protection. Okay, fuck you. Protect yourself, nigga.
Shit.
Watch
This
your
is
back.
one of the trademark qualities of a real man and fundamental traits of a real
Get
man.
his ass out of here.
A real man cares about more than how his partner fits into his life. He is genuinely concerned about the needs of his partner. Such needs include time, emotional bonding, physical satisfaction, and intellectual stimulation. He will make time to provide all these for his partner. When she requests for some time,
Ugh.
a real man does
I
not
know.
feel interrupted or inconvenienced.
These are y'all kings.
Instead, he welcomes this activity and provides what is needed while still maintaining the order of priorities.
Why all the black men look out of place?
They
9.
so fucking
A real
ugly,
man
bro.
doesn't add insult to injury.
They are.
They're so ugly. And bitches be like, oh, he dark skinned. He got white teeth, bitch. That nigga ugly as fuck.
I honestly think they be forcing the attraction because those are the kids that they make.
Girl.
I think all of that shit can't. You listen, some of these motherfuckers that they call handsome, that's a goddamn lie.
Cap.
Facts.
That is a lie. You just saying that
Right.
because that's what your DNA makes. Ma'am, that
Facts.
boy looked like a fucking twerking Twinkie round this bitch. I don't
That's
want.
working tweaking.
I can't do it, y'all. I don't see
Right.
no attraction.
Right. I had to tell a black woman it's okay to not find black men attractive because they don't have any problem not finding you attractive. I know they'll tell you you're self-hating if you don't, but I love myself. I think I'm beautiful. However, black men are disgusting.
Big facts.
They are.
You know who they always big up? Michael B. Jordan. Oh, he looked like
Oh my
he looked like
god.
a Goomba. You know them little brown things.
What's the dark one? The dark British guy. The dark British guy.
Idris Elba.
Idris Elba. Oh my
look
God.
like a
He looks
Goomba
like he
too.
need a shower.
He looks like he smells like a box
He
of
looks
Newports.
right. That's what I was about to
Y'all
say.
know
He
those
looks like he
little
needs to
mushrooms?
bathe.
Those little mushrooms on Mario Party.
On Super Mario.
That's what they look like to me.
Oh, he does look
He
like
look
that
like
mushroom
Goomba.
from Mario. I remember my kids used to play that. He does look
They
like
all
that.
look like that.
Oh my god.
Oh shit. Mm,
Angry ass mushroom.
I gotta go.
Injury. They don't proclaim, "I told you so," after winning an argument. Instead, they let the issue go as if it didn't even happen. 10. He can stay calm and cool during a confrontation.
Oops. Listen, they biting your eyeballs out, so they damn sure don't get number 10.
Facts. How,
Oops.
how many
Or
people
they will
did the
throw
baby
you in-
kill?
Flat screen
Go.
TV, they'll just pick you up and throw you into the television.
Mm.
Girl.
Go ahead, hon. I didn't hear what you said.
I said, how many people did the baby kill? Didn't he just kick a bitch in the face? like, that's all these niggas do is throw tantrums.
Back in the day, y'all, they had it to, and it wasn't a joke, but it turned into a joke later on. Niggas would kill you for mistakenly stepping on their tennis shoes. Dead serious.
Girl, don't step on their Timbs and
Oh
enjoy it.
yeah, I remember that. Mhm.
It's so many people that have died just simply mistakenly stepping on one of these niggas' toes. That's
Or
the shit
they
I'm
used
talking about.
they used to kill people for those shoes too.
Mm-hmm.
Starter
Yep.
jackets, certain sneakers. Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly. You know how many fat bitches they had to fuck to get them shoes?
I
Shit
can't.
don't come cheap.
Yo,
When any
stop
kind of
playing.
disagreement arises, a real man will stay calm and collected and handle it properly. Some men think that being a real man means getting riled up and exacerbating the situation when faced with a conflict. This is not the case at all. A real man stays composed in spite of everything while attempting to resolve the conflict as calmly as
That
possible.
shit is so sexy to me.
Real men don't
Really
resort
is.
to insults, judgment, or violence during a confrontation.
Oh, well.
Instead, they are willing to talk through the issue without devolving to personal attacks. 11. His motivation comes from within.
So here's the deal, y'all. In the Black community, Black women have a saying when they like Dusties.
Your
Speak life
camera's
into
on. Somebody, I don't know who it is.
speak life into him. Yeah, one of y'all's cameras on, honey. I don't think she know. There you go. Speak life into him. That's the exact opposite of intrinsic motivation. Your men require you to root them on. You can do it, baby. I'll do your resume for you, baby. Anything you want to go to school for, I can help you get your GED. Don't let your criminal record get to you. We can find you a job. And years later, he's still sitting on that fucking couch waiting for you to motivate him.
Girl.
And I'm talking about you giving him
They need a
head.
perpetual hype man.
Yep.
Facts. No, DZ, I got a story. So back when I was in college, we had an assignment due. And so I was writing the book for the assignment, and this Dusty came over and he was asking for help. And I was like, well, help with what? And he was like, well, I don't know what to do. And I'm like, nigga, did you read the instructions? Like,
No, he wanted
there's
you to do it. He wanted you to do it. That's
Exactly.
why he was saying that shit to you. Because most Black women will. Well, I can help you. No, they don't help us with anything. Let that motherfucker starve.
Girl.
Point blank, period.
By a show of hands, how many Black women have had a Black man ask them to either draft a resume or look over their resume for them?
I wish
Yeah.
a nigga would.
I've had
Me,
men
I
in my
have.
family. I've had men in
Yep.
my family do it.
I have
had it.
to.
Mm-mm.
Nah, they got it.
Ask
I just
me
told
how
him to
many.
YouTube it.
Or put together their LinkedIn page. They'll ask me, your LinkedIn page looks so professional. Could you do mine? What?
No,
No,
that would be a
bitch.
negative, bitch.
Right. The fuck?
1200.
Many people head online to watch motivational videos. Some of these are those seeking motivation to become men. While it may be helpful for a while, extrinsic motivation doesn't take you too far. Real men are aware of this. Therefore, they are intrinsically motivated. Their motivation comes from within. From deep in their hearts and souls comes the drive that they use to accomplish things in their life. Thus, real men are intrinsically motivated.
Facts.
They don't even know what intrinsic and extrinsic
12.
mean.
A real man is self-reliant.
No, mammy, you can attest to this. Bring your ass up here when smoke night start and tell me that Black men are self-reliant. You would literally go to the pit of hell with that lie. That is a lie from the pit of hell. Y'all are the backbone. And they've called you that shit, and you popped your collar with pride when they called you the backbone of the community. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. And you, because it was a little bit of accolades, because they came and pat you on top of the head for being the strongest woman with all them bunions on your feet from working your ass off, that little bit of attention made y'all compete to be the backbone. I can't, y'all. Anybody got done before I restart this crazy shit?
Girl, all them niggas know how to do is stand outside liquor stores and gas stations and shit.
One of the most evident indicators of independence is having one's own stream of income.
Oops.
It allows a man to have his own freedom. During high school and college, a boy is allowed to ask for money from his parents. However, once he is done with tertiary education,
Dusty's tertiary education is college, basically.
I'm screaming.
It's college. I know you don't know what the fuck that means because you don't know where to get your GED from. Tertiary education is after you receive a degree or some sort of skill. Child, who am I talking to?
A nigga must have made him mad when he made this video.
It almost seemed like he talking directly to Black men, don't it?
Right.
Right. It looked like it's a shade video to Black men.
Oh, man.
he must find a way to support himself and, if possible, his significant other. A real man must find a way to rely on himself and build his own home. This way, he can be trusted to take care of someone else when the time arrives. 13. He doesn't allow doubt to rule his life.
Now, this can go two ways. You either gonna lie or you gonna tell the truth. Y'all know that racism exists, and it always has, and as a matter of fact, it always will. But the chance of what your man being held back by being racism is slim to none. It's usually his own fucking bullshit. It's usually, let me say that again. It's usually his own bullshit. That shit that they calling doubt in this video, it's not doubt, it's laziness, right? And he also doesn't have the intellectual capacity to do anything other than to ask you for money and try to break your back with that shit log he got.
Ugh.
So there it is. All right, let's get back to it.
We all have moments in our lives when doubt will pop up, but even in those situations, a real man won't allow that doubt to rule the situation. He'll take a deep breath, collect himself, and do whatever it takes to persevere. Whether it be taking a step back and considering his options or simply getting through it with sheer willpower. 14. He works toward his goals.
Nope. That right there is self-explanatory. Somebody else take this shit because I'm going to end up saying the N word and I don't want to do that.
Yo. What can be said? Like, what goals do they have?
Can you say? They don't have none.
They don't have no fucking goals.
I'm trying to think. What's the goal? I guess a harem of bitches?
Yes. Let me impregnate as many bitches as I can. Let me get as much money from these bitches as I can.
Bitches and blunts.
It's almost though they always complain about child support and shit like that. You would think the goal would be to stay off of child support, but they won't do what they need to do to stay off of child support, i.e. putting one of those cheap clinic ass condoms over their dick so they can get down with one of these mammies. If you haven't had a sex ed class 101, sir, that disgusting yogurt textured nasty shit that comes at the tip of your dick when you real happy, that's what makes babies. If you didn't know, that's what makes babies. If you don't like your children, stop making babies. There's a goal for you.
I'm at a loss. These motherfuckers really don't do nothing. They don't sign no leases. They don't run their own crime. They don't own their own clothes. They don't own no houses. They don't own no businesses. They don't work. What the fuck do they do?
They're nuisances. They're nuisances. Yeah, that's what they do.
Well, I guess they are accomplishing their goals then, because if the goal is to be a fucking nuisance, bravo, you did what you had to do.
Flies and gnats, like that's what they remind me of, like just annoying little fucking bugs.
Yeah, I just thought about something. You know what they can do? Get unregistered guns.
Wow. And as soon as the police find them, it's racism when they toss their ass in jail. I can't. What's number 15 though? Last but certainly not least, and I was very fair. You guys couldn't meet 1 through 14. Let's see if you meet 15.
Professionally or personally, a real man always strives for some kind of goal that involves moving his life forward in an important way. It's all about making sure that he is going in the right direction to put himself in the best position in life. Not only that, it's as much about the journey as it is about the end goal. A man on a mission who knows what he wants is someone who commands respect and admiration. 15. A real man is entirely dependable.
And there's the cherry on top of that fucking dusty ass cake.
Yo, whatever nigga made him mad is shaking in his fucking boots, because
so
he's reading the boys.
It's finally smoke night. So let's see if somebody got some smoke back here. Oh, I didn't see you, Belle, back there. Belle, how are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Awesome. Getting ready to start smoke night.
Can you actually hear me this time?
I can. You sound actually beautiful. Your sound is crisp and clear.
Okay, good.
Let's see who else is back here.
And you know what, y'all? The funny part is, I think he really did have some smoke for niggas, because he put it in a video. He didn't put it in a book.
I wonder if he sell a book. Y'all, let me put the link to that video so y'all can see what else he got, because he is a real conservative. And now that y'all mention it, it does seem like he was coming at the niggas. Real talk, because that list, they couldn't make 1 through 15, not even one. Not even one. And it's free to be a good father. They won't even do that because mammies don't require you to pay anything. All they want you to do is be in the kid life. That's free. And they still couldn't do that shit. Y'all hold y'all ears because we might get some dust. Kathy, are you dusty?
No, I am not dusty.
All right, sit right there. Ronnie Size, are you dusty?
Ronnie Dusty.
Can you hear me?
Ronnie.
Oh,
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
It's smoke night. I thought you would.
I've been on the panel before. I just wanted to make sure y'all can hear me.
Yeah, it's a little low, but we can hear you.
Okay. Let me turn this up. Okay. Good evening, ladies.
hey.
Hey. Do you have anything to add?
Well, I mean, I can't really formulate any kind of explanation about this list because I've been too busy cracking up, frankly. But I'll let somebody else take the floor. I wanted to, I just had a couple of just thoughts to chime in on the first topics you were talking about with Kyle and Zach. So
Okay.
when we get back to that, I'll chime in on that.
Okay, sounds good. Kathy, it's on you, honey.
Okay, so my birthday was yesterday, and today I just got my concealed weapons certificate.
Yay! That's so awesome. Congratulations and happy belated birthday.
Yes, thank you. But I also wanted to tell you this because I don't know that much about my family history. But what my mom's been telling me is that here's the thing. I don't like my family no more because I have two grandfathers. They were both drug dealers. One had prostitutes as well, and one murdered my grandmother.
Jesus.
And both of those two men are out right now. One is a truck driver, and one owns his own business. So it's like I don't understand. Like
How old are you?
He did.
Do you mind me asking how old you are?
I'm 21.
Okay, so you still young. You can divest from family as well. Real shit. I don't know why people think they have to deal with their family. You didn't choose that family. That's just where you were born. And if they don't act like family, they are your relatives. Relatives and family are completely different. You do not have to be fucked up with them if you don't want to.
I know that. I've been trying to tell my mom that, but she's went through a lot of stuff, even with my father. And I keep on trying to tell her to leave them alone because they're just making her upset. And it's like, I don't know what I should do.
Do me a favor, email me so we can talk about this off camera and I can help you out. Not a problem. And congratulations again on getting your concealed carry.
Thank you.
You're welcome, hon. Talk to you later. It's a lot of, I swear to God, y'all, it's a lot of girls in that same exact situation. I swear. So Smoke Night has happened. And let me go ahead and put this goddamn link back down here in case somebody didn't get a chance to smoke it.
Protect your ears because you know
I know.
Fuck.
There's the link. If you feel like Kyle Rittenhouse should have got arrested, come on up. If you think Kyle Rittenhouse should be in jail, if you think that white chick did something to provoke Zach, come on up. If you disagree with anything that you've heard tonight, you're more than welcome to get up here and state your case, and then we'll go from there. Okay.
You know why they thought the victims were black, right? Because Chapstick Nasheed said he was racist, so you know they listen to him like he's the fucking godfather.
I'm sure he's gonna have a meltdown tonight because anytime. The only reason that they would want him to go to jail is so that they can, it's a misery loves company thing. You see all these little niggas getting their ass locked up for years on end whenever they do something atrocious, right? So they want Zaddy. Please show me some acceptance in that we're the same by locking up him. If you lock him up, I'll be good for a week. I just have to know that I also am a red-blooded American. Lock him up and show our sons that they're just as good as Rittenhouse, and we'll forgive you for a week.
Now, DZ. Now, DZ, you know why Tyrone and Gloctavius wanted that boy in jail. Don't play. Because he chunky, he got them red cheeks, he got that honey boo-boo look. They wanted him behind them bars.
Oh my God. Foodez, ADF, are you Dusty?
Hello.
Hi.
No, I just wanted to come on. This is the only time I could reach you and show support. And I love you, ladies. Keep going.
Love you too. Somebody keeps saying mammy alert in the chat. Who's the mammy down there? Mammy, listen. You have the link. Come on up and see. Let me see how your mammy and do. Appreciate you coming up, Foodez.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
I definitely got something to say about the whole Kyle thing because I knew from the get-go that he killed some people of no color. So it was never a debate with me. The biggest issue that I thought that the biggest precedent that I thought that this trial was going to set, which was disheartening to me, was it's basically going to embolden Proud Boys who want to, run Rodchat on a protest, and protesting is a part of our civil rights. So that's what I was concerned about. I was concerned about how it might make future protests potentially more dangerous, and if that was the end game for this whole performative trial to begin with, because the way that this country seems to be shifting, it's starting to shift a little bit away from civil rights. And so that's what my main concern was, not so much about racism, because he killed white people, so I knew that wasn't an issue. But I mean, in all honesty, I didn't march once in 2020. All of the people like Jacob Blake and George Floyd, I'm too much of a content of character type to march for them. Do I believe that they deserve to be, executed, or they deserve a fair trial just like anybody else? Yes, of course. But was I going to march?
Fuck them. Listen, I can't with that, because the thing is this, they don't take up for you like that. I was just sitting here listening and waiting patiently. They don't take up for you like that. This is a guerrilla warfare situation. Maybe they did deserve it, but I'm not gonna say it, because they always talking shit about what we don't deserve, and that shit is so off code to take up for them.
George Floyd's fiance told all the black people marching, my man doesn't want y'all to march. He wants you to stay home. So I was like, you know what, Becky, I'm gonna stay home. I'm gonna do you one good. I'm gonna.
Was you upset that his girl was white?
No, my man is white. Why would I be upset about that?
Just asking, because you sound like an SJW, and a lot of SJWs, black women in particular.
No, it's just that I know that when a lot more times than not, when it comes to black women swirling, it's usually more about content of character as opposed to our black women don't care about proximity to whiteness. We really don't. Okay,
are you gonna sit here and say that you're not slightly taking up for black men because you said they deserve, the shit? And I'm trying to find a video where somebody is saying that you deserve some shit.
Not
Go
because
ahead.
they're black, because they're American. So everybody deserves a fair trial if you commit a crime. That's all I'm saying. I'm being very general about it.
The thing is, here's the thing. They didn't build a society that would favor them. So they have to function in the society that was built by other men. And the society that's built by other men says they get their ass blown away. If they want better treatment, then they need to create a society where they get better treatment, where you're provided for, where the image of beauty is a person that looks like you. They're in another man's patriarchy, so they got to get what they can get.
I feel you. No, I feel you on that. Do I believe that George Floyd deserves some mural or whatever, or statues on benches and stuff? No, I don't, because the man that he was before he died, I wouldn't have liked him at all. So, I can't really cape for someone just because they died, or else we'd be having statues of Hitler up the way that some of these Americans think, because he's responsible for the design of our interstate highways. So I'm like, don't even tell the brothers that, because next thing you know, Adolf.
Did you call them brothers?
Huh?
Black men? Did you call black men your brothers?
I was speaking colloquially. I was using a colloquial.
Okay.
So, I'm not a mammy. DZ just too.
I didn't call you one. I'm just talking about your talking points, because as a divested woman, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't give a fuck about what happens to black men. I don't care what happens to them at all. As a matter of fact, I'm sitting here waiting for something to happen to one of them so I can be like, oh, okay, what's for dinner, baby? Type shit. They disregard the fuck out of black women. They don't care that you are depicted as the fat black mammy, this, that, and the third. You're always overweight. You're always loud. They don't care that as a matter of fact, they egg it on when they do their own productions. Tyler Perry, for example, he's putting you out here as a fat, violent old woman. They do this shit all the time.
I don't watch Tyler Perry. He's
On purpose.
Okay, well, catch the spirit of what I'm saying. It's not about movie night. It's about what Black men are doing to your image.
Absolutely. And so I don't mind having the nickname with my of being the svelte couple, so they can have their delusions all they want. But what I had to say about this Zach situation, I did see a lot of comments of Black women. It's like they're programmed to immediately cape for somebody who they think has experienced something that many Black women have experienced. But there's a lot more layers to that situation. And that's the reason why I think more Black women need to be on code when it comes to this situation with Zach. Because would he cape for you? Even would his woman cape for you? No. Would anybody in their proximity cape for you? No. So you don't have to sit back and laugh at what happened to this woman, because what happened to her was deplorable.
Who laughed at her? You talking about somebody else, or because nobody laughed at her over here?
What I'm trying, let me just finish what I was trying to say.
Go ahead, because do your thing.
Okay. So what I was trying to say is that you can, you can say, oh, that's terrible in silence, but basically keep it off the public platform, because the only energy that we get is, what did you do? You should have chose better. And also another reason why Black women need to stay on code is Becky is starting to get kind of tired of getting the same Black man that Black women get. And TikTok is definitely showing that. They're starting to become more, Becky, Ling, and Maria are all starting to get more vocal about their despondence and their disappointment with these choices that they were making. But just a couple of years ago, spending all his money when he did have some money, and listening to him disparage us was real funny. But then they kind of let their guard down a little bit. They allowed themselves to be impregnated. There's a 9-month gestation in there. Now the boys and girls are about 1-2 years old, and they're starting to see that representation is completely gone, and they are now stuck with the same Black man that Black women get. And you see,
that's their business, though. I would love for Becky to come. Hold on a second. I would love for Becky to come get more of these people. It seems like a certain sector of Black women want to say, hey, white girl, I told you he was bad. Why are you with him? We shouldn't give a fuck who Black men are with, as long as we're not with them.
Thank you.
Right. But we should stay on code, because this is a competition game. The whole dating game is a competition game. Becky is starting to see more Black women divest. They're starting to see us put ourselves first. Don't think they're not paying attention, because now they're going on Reddit.
They always pay attention. They've always paid attention to everything that we've done.
Black men to try and
hey, are you purposefully talking over me? Because you don't stop talking when I'm talking. Let's be a little courteous to one another, okay? Now, it doesn't matter. They always and always will watch what you do. They've been watching you since day one. They know what's going on. And yes, you're right. It's a competition game. That's why you get your game up, get you somebody non-Black, and doesn't have to be white, and go. There's nothing Becky can do about that. It wasn't nothing you can do about him getting with Tyrone. Her getting with Tyrone, excuse me.
Can I say something, DZ?
Yes.
Look, I know I'm probably in the minority, but when I watched that Zach Stacy video and everyone was saying, oh, I couldn't watch it, I watched the entire video. And I just did not feel anything, because I know if he did that to a white woman, I know how many Black women have had this done to them.
Yeah.
And no one cared.
Yeah.
And can I just say, he did more tackling in that video than he ever did on the field.
That's true, because his ass was sorry. He got cut with his broke ass.
Because he tackled her ass and he threw her ass in the TV, then picked her ass up, picked her up. I'm like, oh, he picking her up to dust off. Oh no, he picked her up and then tackled her ass again.
Notice how he didn't do none of that shit when the white police officer showed up in Orange County.
Of course not.
Okay, so
of course not. And did you see the size of his neck? That dude is huge.
Yeah, he's pretty big. He's pretty big. I almost said something inappropriate.
Me
yeah,
too.
he's pretty big, and he reminds me of a certain thing in the wild.
A gape.
Well, the more video, there's trust and believe there's going to be more videos like this coming out, because this girl just sent a ripple effect. All her girlfriends with the same kind of relationship makeup, they're all going to be asking their girlfriends to get them Ring cameras because their men are watching their checking accounts. So they're going to ask a girlfriend to get them Ring cameras, and more of these videos are going to start coming out.
Yeah.
And more power to them. It's not my problem, but more power to you. But but you see, these women were raised in a system of entitlement, and the reason why they're so vocal is because they are it was faster for them to recognize the problems than it was for Black women who were indoctrinated into a broken system that did not benefit them. So these girls already know what a system looks like that benefits them, and so it didn't take them very long to realize, wow, these guys really stink. And the more vocal that they're going to become, there's going to be more competition for us who finally deserve a break. So that's why I'm saying we need to stay silent and stay on code when this shit happens to them, because we're just giving them the same energy that they've been given to us. The fact that they're saying, I'm starting to notice that these men of color, these Black guys who aggressively pursue us, they're not giving anything back to their Black women. They're not taking care of the women who look like them. Oh, you're just finally starting to notice that?
Well, that was strategic. That was very strategic. White women don't care about Black women, never have, never will. And this is why when the incident happened, I didn't mention her. I haven't used her name once, not once. I talked about how dusty and violent that motherfucker in that video is, because motherfuckers that look like him is falling out of the sister's ass. That's it.
Why do Black women always trying to trauma bond with somebody? They want to have something in common with everybody when it comes to these nakers. Mm-hmm. I don't give a shit about him tossing her ass around like a football. I'm sorry, I don't.
Well, she need to do her thing. It is what it is. Because she wouldn't. Where was she? Where's her tweets when Rihanna got beat the fuck up? Yeah, I went to her Twitter and I looked for it, and she didn't even comment on it. So she ain't my issue. It's them niggas.
Right, and she took it like a champ. So I'm like, obviously, like he said, they maybe was play fight. I don't know. I wasn't there. All I know is that Black women get this treatment on the street from strangers. Little Black girls are getting attacked like this in schools by athletes in school. We've seen the video. No one bats an eye. I cannot feel sorry for some white woman with some white appliances in a trailer or something, whatever they was in, getting her ass pummeled. I couldn't get past the white appliances in 2020, 2021, 2022. No, ma'am. They're in poverty. That man is acting out in poverty. And he escaped in the Kia Optima. That told me these people are poor and destitute.
I think he's worth like $1 million, and that's it. Do you know $1 million is not going to be enough to take care of that little boy that he had with her over a lifetime? He's basically, like we always call him, dusty. He's dusty as fuck.
Right. And that was his ex-wife too. So that means that he was probably paying for that apartment and wherever he's living, because she said that he's been doing this to her since she started carrying that boy. And that's probably the reason why.
She's releasing pictures now that she's been abused for a long period of time. I mean, it sounds like this. Hey, that's that Black love or swirl love, whatever they call it over there. Preference love, preference on preference violence, whatever y'all want to call it. I have nothing to do with that.
Yeah,
I just wanted a nigga to go to jail because I like when niggas go to jail. I love when niggas go to jail. It tickles my fancy. So whenever they lock one of these sons of bitches up, because those are our number one predators. So when they take one of them off the streets, that's saving a Black woman to me. Because where the fuck did he go in his Kia? Girl. The world may never know. The world may never know. He probably went to a sister house. I'm glad his ass is locked up.
Right. And the way she handled that shit, you could tell he did that shit before.
She was calm.
So she know how he is.
I would have been freaking the fuck out.
Me too.
If somebody threw me like that, I literally would probably have a panic attack. I wouldn't know what was happening next.
Right.
Nah.
She used to that shit.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, she was taking it like a champ though, because he'll have to kill me because, baby, I'll be fighting with every fiber in my body. He'd have to stomp the fuck out of me because I would be fighting.
Better hope you start that shit when I'm not next to Pinky. That's the Glock.
You talk to abuse victims, they'll tell you that sometimes they have to pretend like it's not happening to them or else they'll get angrier. They say like if they cry, that'll make them more angry. So they just have to act like nonchalant about it, regardless of what he's doing to them. So that will shorten the session. It's kind of sick, but they said
Well,
it's a defense mechanism for some people.
Wow.
So
well, Black men lack empathy, and I feel like they're animalistic in nature, so I don't think it really matters. I mean,
right.
grizzly bears gonna do what grizzly bears do. I mean, it's just
That's
what
a
it is.
fact. That's a fact. Welcome to the panel, Black Widow.
Hey, ladies. Hey, DZ.
Hey.
Who was that speaking about? I don't feel sorry for the white. Was that divested OG?
No, she's
That's
not
lipstick.
up here.
Oh, that was lipstick.
Mhm.
I'm so glad you said that because I was feeling the same way.
I thought she was coming for smoke, DZ. I got quiet. I said, let's see where she go with this.
No. I'm with you, but I was feeling like, damn, am I that mean? Am I that savage? Because everything I read, it was like, oh my God, that was so hard to watch. And I did see some grapes in there talking about what did she do, but everybody was like, oh, that was so hard to watch. And
it wasn't hard to watch.
It 3 times.
I haven't.
It wasn't.
We always seeing
It
videos of
wasn't
them being
hard to
violent.
watch for Black women. Right. It wasn't hard to watch for Black women because we know the animalistic behaviors of Black males.
Mm-hmm. You don't have
It was hard for white people to see it, but for us, we were like, oh shit, that's just Tyrone syndrome. We know it. We're familiar with it. We've seen it before.
Saturday night. That's gonna go on in somebody's apartment on tomorrow evening while we chilling. That's what they do.
That shit happening right now.
Yeah, that's actually what I felt bad about. It wasn't so much like the situation. It's just the fact that I was able to watch it so easily, and then I thought about why that was, and I was like, because I'm so
you're
used to it.
Yeah, there's videos all over the place.
It's so horrible. It's so horrible, and I don't know. It just made me feel really sad for us Black women. Like we're so outside of this that like we're almost dissociative. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. It depressed me.
It doesn't have the shock value that it should have.
Yeah,
you've seen them do that shit so much that it's almost expected. When you see a video of a Black man being calm, I know I'm sitting here waiting for the pop off. If they don't pop off, I'm like, oh, what? Why did they post this? Because what? I'm used to seeing them act a damn fool, tearing up property, beating on women, stealing something, shooting people, putting shit on fire, all kind of shit.
And that like occurred to me with like the whole, I know y'all don't want to talk about this, but I'll say it real quick. The whole like Danny Lee, the baby thing. I felt like really bad for Mimi, not because like obviously she should know better, but at the same time, I think she just doesn't even realize she deserves better than that. And like the way she was talking, it's like, I feel like the difference between her and Danny Lee is that Danny Lee feels like she deserves better. And that's how we should be acting too. Like we shouldn't be wanting to put up with that kind of mess. But
I think Mimi got low self-esteem.
Yeah, she's just willing to hang.
She's too pretty to be with somebody that look like that.
It's sad. I think she genuinely thinks that's okay. Like she thinks this is normal. It's terrible. I feel bad for us. I really
Somebody
do.
dropping a microphone.
We gotta go. Like this is not good.
So hold up a second. Somebody's microphone is like rubbing up against their tits or something. So make sure you keep your mic straight. SGOTI, right? Titty fucking the mic. SGOTI. I don't know why you're here because here's the deal. SGOTY. You come here every time there's smoke night, even when it's not smoke night. And every now and then you start acting like a schizo, typing in the back. Then you come up, you start screaming. Sometimes you'll come up and I don't know what type of medications you need, but hey, I am indeed a registered nurse. So I think you need some meds, boy. May, welcome to the panel.
Hey, what's up?
Hey,
I just saw that video like 2 seconds ago. I must be some type of bitch because I was cheering, seeing him throw that woman all across the living room like a basketball.
Cheering what?
Like seeing him bounce that woman around the living room like a basketball. I was like,
well, here's the deal,
May.
May. Here's the deal. if you still rooting for them to beat up other women instead of being neutral on it, that means you still got a little bit of feelings for black men.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that means, because you shouldn't have feelings at all at what he's doing, but thankfulness that wasn't a black woman that it was happening to. I'm not gonna root for nobody to get their ass whooped. Keep your ass over there. That's my only thing. But if you rooting for it, you have some deep rooted feelings about him and that white girl being together. And
Right.
I don't know.
I personally hate
I'm
seeing
not
women
wishing for it.
period, but
I wasn't rooting for it, but
okay.
seeing it happen kind of drew out the blood.
Go ahead.
I think she trolling DZ. I think she trolling DZ.
She not trolling.
No,
but
Because who's gonna cheer for that? Like, I didn't feel anything, but I definitely wasn't cheering it on.
Right. That seems kind of weird. And all that tells me is that you still got something going on with the Dusties that you haven't resolved, because all I want is for them to stay the fuck out of my face. And if they're hurting somebody, it's like, put his ass in jail. So if you rooting on the violence that a Dusty is doing, that needs some work, May.
Yeah. The opposite of love is it's indifference.
I definitely wasn't cheering it on, but I felt nothing. That's why I was like,
yeah, that's neutral.
Can y'all hear me? I felt nothing.
I can hear.
All
you.
right, I just want to make sure.
Yeah, feeling nothing is neutral. Feeling nothing is it's good that you felt nothing. But if you're gonna say like May, I was telling him, whoop that bitch's ass. There's something going on there.
Yeah,
real shit.
Yeah, you should not get.
I've had some white women get in my face about black men recently, so I've been upset about that.
I knew something was going on, because it's like, girl, Dusties are violent enough. I can't root on them smashing a motherfucking fly, because they got so much violence in their history. It's just like, keep your hands to yourself, and also stay out of any area that I'm in, because they're maniacs. They lack impulse control, and that could be anybody. So, when they lose all their shit, lose all their fame and money, they go back to black women. Now, I guarantee you, his next significant other, once this is over, is going to be a black woman, because we always picking up the trash. We always pick up the trash. It's like, okay, nobody else wants you. You're done. Okay, since I'm the bottom of the barrel, I'll help you. I'll take care of you. And that's exactly what's going to happen. That happened with that basketball player, the one that was with that Kardashian. What is that motherfucker's name? Was with
Lamar Odom?
Yes, he was with a black woman for a long fucking time after he got out of rehab, because he was no longer famous. And we always picking up men out of the dumpster.
And he was ran through.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I didn't feel anything either. Whatever. But get his ass in jail, because if I'm up at the grocery store and he feeling jumpy, that can be one of us next. So get his ass off the street.
If he beat the hell out of a white woman, a black woman would have been one of those every 6 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Because he wouldn't have left. He wouldn't have left until that black woman and probably that child was dead.
Yeah. His black ex-girlfriend was like, wow, he went easy on her. That's probably what his black ex-girlfriend was probably saying.
Welcome to the panel, Jay. How are you?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. I want to say about that state Zach case. There was black dude. They were getting dragged on Twitter. I don't understand about Twitter, but they were saying that the only reason they're locking him up because he's a black man, and Chad Wheeler did the same thing, and he didn't get locked up after he beat up that black lady, so he should get to walk free, and all type of stuff. But it's funny how it's funny how they're talking about that case of the Kyle Rittenhouse case. But a couple of days ago, a black dude just shot a mother in the head who was reading the Bible to her children, and just shot this mother dead for no reason.
That was in Chicago, correct?
Yeah, that was Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
And she was reading to her, tucking her children to the bed, reading the Bible, and this man just randomly shot her in the head. And all her children don't have a mother, and the father has to raise the children by themselves. But they're not talking about that, but they're talking about a white man that killed 3 other white people. Like, this is just dumb.
Their competition is black males' competition is you first, and then whenever they get a chance by some weird circumstance, they'll try and compete with white men in a very dysfunctional way. This is dysfunctional as hell. You
I
know,
think the reason why they're upset about that Rittenhouse verdict too is because that opens the door for other people to open fire at these crazy protests. Because if you watch the Rittenhouse video, the only reason he didn't shoot a black man because once his ass stepped on the scene with that AK, niggas scattered like roaches.
this
That
thing.
wasn't a black man nowhere when they saw him. Right, soon as he walked, the video showed him walking down the street. Niggas was like, "Oh shit," they were gone. It was the white men that were trying to tackle him.
Yeah, and the
It was
white dude
anti.
that he killed, they was saying the N-word. They was calling him the N-word. So I'm
Yeah.
like, what?
Yeah, like I didn't know a lot about the case, so I took it upon myself to watch a bunch of the videos. And the first guy, he came there. First of all, he got out of an insane asylum, then was harassing like the woman, his ex-girlfriend who he used to beat up. Then went down there, tried to set a gas station on fire. Then like some of the Black Lives Matter protesters, I think, stopped him, and then he started calling them the N-word. And then he tried to run up on Kyle and got shot. So he wanted smoke the whole night and he got it. So, oh well.
Up
I
on
don't know.
somebody with an AK strapped across them. You
Crazy,
stupid as
crazy
if you run
people.
up on me and I got a visible weapon, you want to get shot.
And can I say this? Like, so the whole mob was running after Kyle after he shot that first guy. So who in their right mind would run after someone who just killed somebody else with that same gun? What are you doing? This dude ran up
Because
on
they
him with
came
a
there for trouble.
skateboard. Like, huh? Y'all stupid? What's a skateboard gonna do to bullets? Like, I was very confused.
Me personally, I'm just glad the boy home. I feel like he was defending himself. I'm
He
sorry for
was.
eating.
He
So
was. He was
hold on
on
a
the
second, babe.
floor. Sorry.
Sorry about this candy, but the shit is good. I'm glad he's home. I know if I was in that kid's situation and I saw two maniacs coming up, one armed and all this extra shit, I probably would have shot as well. And the fact that these people want this boy in jail, knowing goddamn well, if you was in that situation 9 times out of 10, you're gonna do the same thing. You just want him locked up because your sons are locked up. You don't care about the facts of the case. You just want him locked up so it can look like your son is being treated like somebody, and that's dysfunctional as fuck.
I didn't see the video
But
until
then
today
they
when I
saying,
saw
what if
it.
it was a black kid? And I'm like, black boys open fire on every urban city in America every day. What are you
They do.
talking about?
They do. Bullet Bag Killer, welcome to the panel.
Hello. Thank you. And oh yeah, I'm kind of happy that Kyle Rittenhouse got found innocent too, because what I'm starting to notice is there's an increase in black adjacent white dudes. They starting to believe that they got this real privilege and they can get away with anything, and they out here doing stupid shit, expecting not to get fucked up because they actually believe in their white privilege saving their ass. It's like.
Y'all be talking to white adjacent black dudes? I can't do that. I see them just like really pale dusties. Real talk.
I don't talk to white
Right.
adjacent black dudes, but like you can see them on the internet, you can see them on YouTube. They honestly believe that.
Well, you can see a midget fucking a cow on the internet. I just,
What?
I'm not fixing to look at their ass either.
I mean, that's not really the point of what I'm saying. I'm just saying I've been noticing the increase of these white dudes actually believing that their privilege will save them when they do stupid shit. That's what I was saying, because there is no reason why that dude should have ran up on Kyle when he saw Kyle with the fucking, I don't know what kind of gun, but he saw it. But
I think it was an AR. I think it was an AR, y'all.
He still ran up thinking that white privilege was gonna save him against a whole nother white dude. I will never understand that shit. And these, like I said, these mammies just want that boy in jail because they sons in jail, and they only can compete with white men when they commit crime. Because when you look at it, every time Black Lives Matter start talking about crime, they pin two criminals against each other, a black man and a white man, be like, but he got less time than Tyrone. This is racism. Like, they literally can only compete in crime.
They can't even compete in crime because white people are better at crime.
They're
And
more
the thing
organized.
is, instead of black women seeing this as a win for the being able to defend themselves, they see it as a loss because it quote unquote could have been their son, which is stupid to me, because I see it as, if I'm ever in that position, I want to be able to defend myself too. So how is that a bad thing?
They confused. They didn't even know what the victim's race was. They thought that boy killed a couple of black folk. They didn't bother to even get their facts straight. You know, facts are anti-black, right? Ask any hotel. Facts are anti-black.
kind of racist.
Yeah,
And
very,
and
very racist.
statistics. They
You
hate
don't even know
statistics.
why you're fighting. You have no idea why you're fighting. You just are attracted to being a victim and being a nuisance. So that kind of, that tickles your shit. You was like, shit, it's time to protest. I don't know what we protesting, but count me in. That's how these mammies be acting. They love
And the
getting out here
thing
with the
is,
bullshit.
they see themselves as a black male before they see themselves as a woman, which is so fucking disturbing to me.
It's weird. It's weird, y'all.
Yeah,
But
oh, sorry.
go ahead, babe.
I was gonna say you're right about them seeing themselves in black men before they see themselves in black girls and women, because there was a case that I remember what her name was, but another devastated woman covered. I think but it was a 13-year-old black girl, and she was dating like a 14-year-old black dude. He sexually assaulted her and killed her, and left her in the attic or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? The 13-year-old girl.
I haven't heard of that one.
Yeah, it was a 13-year-old girl. She got killed and sexually assaulted by her boyfriend. And I was heartbroken looking at the comments, because the black women in the comments started sympathizing with this little girl. Oh, why was she around boys in the first place? If that was my daughter with a boyfriend, she would have got her ass beat. I'm like, this girl is dead, and y'all talking about, and y'all victim blaming. And the white people were like, why was she in that position in the first place? Well, how can I help? This is heartbreaking. The black people were blaming the little 13-year-old girl. I'm like, oh my goodness.
I hear what you're saying. You're a little staticky too, babe, for some reason.
Yeah,
Somebody said divest his young Pharaoh shot up his baby mama house. Here's the deal. The majority of those hoteps are anti-black female anyway. In order to satiate them, it has to be 2 and 3 of you. That's why they're always talking about polygamy. They don't like black women. The majority of black men do not like black women. And it's partly because y'all don't require them to be men. You don't. They can get away with any fucking thing with y'all. It's almost as if you're a pathetic beggar, always trying to make sure they're okay. And what happened to the hotep in Young Pharaoh? I thought that they were peace, love, and light. What happened to that shit? And he's shooting up his baby mama house? The fuck? Y'all, I wanted to show y'all something real quick. This is speaking to black men knowing that they're, the bottom of the barrel, trying to convince other people that they're not the bottom of the barrel, putting on a suit and putting on extra shit externally to try to make other people think they worth something. But people are starting to see through the shit. Let me go ahead and grab this real quick and go.
Your daddy, bitch. And I'm black. And I'm handsome. And I'm handsome. Hey, you're leaving. See what's going on? I'm rich, black, and handsome, bitch.
You wish you were rich.
I'm rich, black, and handsome. Rich, black, and handsome. Stop touching me.
He's giving Buss like hardcore.
No,
definitely a bottom.
They legit be like this. They be looking bummy as hell, and they would get in your face and be like, I make 500K. I'm this, I'm that. Do you listen to Kevin Samuels? What the fuck?
He's giving Maggie.
Y'all remember the video we just watched, the list of things that make a man or whatever. Now, watch the temperament of the zaddy that has the security guard uniform on. He wasn't saying nothing. He wasn't worried about nothing. He just ready to pounce as soon as this nigga start acting up. The nigga is the one with all that mouth and bravado and fake shit going on. Let's go.
I'm richer than your daddy, bitch. And I'm black. And I'm handsome. And I'm handsome. See what's going on? I'm rich, black, and handsome, bitch.
You wish you were rich.
I'm rich, black, and handsome. Rich, black, and handsome. Stop touching me.
Not touching me. Gay ass niggas.
I can't.
Not with that old school Steve Harvey jacket on. He ain't rich.
What did Zaddy say about confrontation in that
This
video?
reminds me of the. Oh. And
he said make sure or be calm, cool, and collected during the face of a opposition and getting the job done. This motherfucker standing here calling folks bitches because they don't want to recognize his manhood. And honey, I can't. It's just your insecurities are showing. Your failures showed in that small ass clip.
They seem to think that like being violent towards women is masculine, and
Well,
I
shit, they
don't.
can't beat
Yeah.
nobody else. They really
Yeah.
can't beat anybody else.
So
Anytime.
Richer than your daddy, bitch. I'm
Now he
sorry.
gonna
You
be
think that man
like,
is
he don't
straight?
love you if he ain't beat your ass. He don't care if he don't beat you up.
I can't stand those type of bitches. I can't. I can't. That's so untrue. That's the ones that get you fucked up in the game, y'all. Y'all be sitting up on Black Femicide page with a very beautiful picture talking about if he don't beat you, he don't love you. That's some 1948 stand by your man ass bullshit. I hope women ain't still saying that type of shit.
That is so sick. Like that makes my stomach.
And
turn.
I was just looking at how non-black women think that these timeout antics and these walk away statements work on black men. That shit does not work on these animals. You are literally talking to a grizzly bear in the wild.
Well, hold your earphones, y'all. May I help you? Wonderful. Let me back up here. Look like she dropped off too.
Was that
Anyway,
SGOT? You know he don't never say shit when he get up here.
girl, that
Slow
motherfucker
ass.
is it?
This motherfucker's retarded.
He's an escapee from a nut ward. I'm sure he's still wearing the bracelet. You motherfuckers are
Wait,
trash.
is that the suburban gagger guy? Is that the suburban
No, that's
gagger
not
guy?
him.
I got
Suburban.
Let me read
gagger.
this to you, DZ.
Okay.
Did you guys know that black women are the most violent race of women? If all black men disappeared tomorrow, the black community's crime rate will still be too high. Black women are attacking non-black women and other black women. Black women's biggest threat are themselves. LMAO. That's what he said.
Black men commit 96% of the crime in the black community. So,
who said that shit?
Girl, there was.
And the only time black women are violent,
Mm-hmm.
and the only time black women are violent against each other is over a funky ass nigga. So if you take the niggas out, what they fighting over?
Exactly.
Thank you.
Also, most female
You and the black
prisoners
woman
are
could
in
be ready
prison.
to go
I'm
to the
sorry.
moon together, but as soon as she found out you don't want to bring
Somebody was
no
talking real quick. Try not to talk over each other, baby.
I'm sorry, that was me. I didn't mean to do that. I was just saying most women who are in prison are actually in prison for fighting back against abusers. So those statistics they like bringing up, ain't it? Like that one black woman who ended up going to jail for firing a warning shot.
Melissa and Alexandra.
A lot of women are in prison for stuff like that. So
they don't know any statistics. They pull those numbers out of their ass.
I don't know. They can't read.
Nope.
He made all that shit up. And like Lipstick said, women usually don't get along with each other because they're competing for the attention of some dusty ass son of a bitch that's still living with his mama, that still don't know how to tie a tie without looking up a YouTube video type motherfucker. Honey, I can't.
Do they own ties? Like,
well, they mama buy him one. They mama buy him one every
Girl,
time.
you know they wear clip-ons.
Oh shit.
And you can kill that statement just by asking them to present some stats. Ask them to cite their statement, and then he'll just go and he'll disappear on his own.
Oh Lord.
They'll name off all these numbers that don't exist. We've come with CDC statistics. We've come with independent studies. They just come up and say, well, they're all over the internet saying shit that's not even real. If they were backed into a corner and made to show their statistics, they can't show them. They can't show them. This motherfucker ain't seen a black woman fight a white woman in God knows how long. I know I haven't. Not on the internet and nowhere else. He's just making shit up, trying to make you seem like you just as fucked up as him. The only thing fucked up about you is that you like him. That's just the fact of the matter. If you separate yourself and get your ass away from these niggas, you would do so much better. Right. The difference would be astronomical. But because y'all refuse to, break ties with the niggas, you're going to be seen just like them. You talk about police brutality towards black women. Usually when that happens is you with a black man who was doing some shit and you done got in the cop face about some bullshit. Real talk. You got to stop defending these niggas. They're not going to do it for you. I don't know how many times I got to say that shit. They'll never do it for you. They're taking up for a man that's beating on women. They're taking up for men that are molesting your children. And you can't see it, or you're refusing to see it, and it's annoying. It's annoying as hell.
Mm-hmm. What was that woman's name? Corinne Gaines, who died being a hotep mammy or whatever, and then after she died, all the black men were online like, well, she shouldn't have came at the cops like that. Well, she should have obeyed what they said. Well, she
The nigga that was with her at the time, he jumped out the window.
Of course he did.
You can't win.
Left her with the cops to fight the cops. He took his biological child with him and left them in that house. His girlfriend and a damn child, 5-year-old, who ended up getting braids as well.
Mhm.
Thankfully, he made it or whatever. But they're cowards. They only want to compare themselves to you. Who came up with man weave? They want to be just like you.
They want to be women. They
The beards too, right?
That's why they complain about everything women do, because they want to be you and they can't do that shit.
Oh my God, yo, speaking of that, I was thinking of all those TikToks and whatnot they have where they're like imitating black women putting on wigs. And I'm like, so
Yes.
let me get this straight. You went out, you bought all the stuff you needed to and a wig and you put it on correctly, but what like something ain't right here.
So,
Why are you so good at that? Let's talk.
got something
I
to
can't
say
even put
about
on
your
wigs.
got something to say about your fashion sense and all that extra shit.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
What about the frosted tips?
Girl, I can't. They're so feminine.
Yeah.
God.
So I used to be in the military.
They can do everything. They
Go
can
ahead,
do everything
unapologetic.
except watch.
I said, so I used to be in the military and we used to have this rule that, you know, when you're in uniform, your hair has to be a natural color. So as soon as I got out, they changed it to where it could be almost any color, like blonde, black, red. Tell me why as soon as they changed this fucking reg, all the niggas dyed their hair bleach blonde.
Sorry.
Yeah, throw yourself on mute. The dog did not like that
The
blonde
dog
hair.
did not like that shit.
Let me tell you something. The dog heard that hair was blonde and he was like, fuck it. I'm gonna go ahead and say something about this shit. Shit, niggas fucking dogs too. So he can talk. He got bad experience with Tyrone it too.
Yeah, like they could not wait. Like they should ain't like a natural blonde. That shit is bleach blonde. And I'm like, y'all are just telling everybody you gay. Like at this point, never mind.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
I don't mean to interrupt, but I was in a room on Clubhouse in Black Femicide's room, and a certain black woman who talks about black femicide, I forgot her name.
It's bad now. I don't. If you
Lord.
moving, yeah, you got to probably keep still or something because you sound good, and then all of a sudden it went out.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Well, she was saying that recently she's had a lot of people that work for LA Times come in her room and ask her about black femicide. And recently LA Times has followed her, and she's saying that black women are getting more media representation, basically, when it comes to our issues.
No. Okay, thank you.
Well,
for
we're
that.
the most educated demographic in this country. You think that we deserve a little?
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, I mean, we're being invested in now.
Welcome to the panel.
Hey, Auntie Gigi.
How are you, babe?
I'm doing great. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. We have a few less grapes off the street. Becky is healing. The yellow bone may or may not be on her way back to the Dominica. The baby's here. I mean, we just got a good day. We got paid today, most of us. So it's a beautiful day. A beautiful day. I mean, I can't believe Big Zach beat Becky like that in that little tiny house. Was that a tiny house?
It looked like a trailer to me, honestly.
Did she say a tiny house? I'm done with y'all.
I don't know if y'all got Netflix, but go on and look at Mad Men if it's still on there. That's Sally Dollhouse. Remember that dollhouse that Draper bought her? That was a dollhouse.
It looked like one of those pod houses, you know, the ones that they're transforming from moving equipment to places that homeless people can live. It looked like one of them pod houses.
I'm surprised he didn't hook it to the Kia and take it with him. But Big Zach, I can't believe he went out like that, because as soon as I YouTubed him to see who he was, the first video that pops up is him on Big Bad Brad's news show, and he got on the little tight sweatshirt with the vest combo. But the hair is what keyed it in for me, because he had a high top fade with a little cowrie shawl barrette in the front.
Not a barrette.
So barrette, yes, barrette. Like I said, wow, that's who you let beat you up. Like, whoa. I mean,
She thought she was getting a bag. She thought she was getting a bag because this motherfucker was running up and down a field.
she did.
Okay.
She was sadly mistaken, like Danny, because that's the thing they get with these grapes, thinking, okay, the bag, the bag, the bag, but it's like, no, you have to pick way better than that. I think we had a conversation on Discord that the only preference that made out good was Vanessa Bryant. So I don't
Because
know
his
where
ass fell out the sky.
right. That voodoo messed
And
her
I
up.
still believe she set that up, but that's just my theory.
She did with that voodoo, and that's why her baby got caught up in it, because you know she ain't nothing but a witch. You see, she put her mama right out like the cat from the Flintstones as soon as she figured that money would be drying up eventually. So yeah, it's definitely a good day for black women, and black women, especially you dark skinned ones. I am so disgusted with you coming to try and hold the hand of any yellow bone or white preference who has sang a song degrading you and disrespecting you, and now you want to hold her hand. Summer Walker's mammy ass literally dogged Eliza Rain, Future's dark skinned baby mama, when he was disrespecting the hell out of her, and they had a beef. But no, she comes right to her story. Anything you need, anything you want, I got you. How many black...
QEM, check it out though. For thousands of years, see, because you can't be surprised by that. For thousands of years, the men that have treated them like shit, they've treated them the best. So if you got two men, right, and one's black and one's white, they're gonna have more requirements for the white dude. The black dude ain't got to do a goddamn thing.
You're right, but I'm just disgusted and very pissed off because it's like it's 2021. The light-skinned girls weren't really your friends in the black neighborhood, and then the preferences and Latinas, they definitely don't give a F about you, girl. Quit trying to hang with them. Like, please stop trying to comfort them. Stop raising their kids, teaching their mama how to do their hair. Just black women just have to be in everything. And like
I think they're living vicariously through those women because the way they treat those women, they want to be treated like that. That's not going to rub off on you, sis. He don't like you.
You know a lot of dark skinned girls who have light skinned friends who let them treat them like shit, and that's what I'm seeing right now all over the web.
If you can learn anything from Elay, it's that you can't be too pretty to be insecure, because she reeks of insecurity.
She's not pretty.
Who not pretty, unapologetic?
Danny Lay.
Oh yeah, she looked like a Menudo boy.
She looks like
you. She's not pretty at all.
DZ, can we talk about how many non-black women have either been violently hurt or non-black people, period, in the last couple of weeks due to proximity to black men? We can go back to the white chick who worked at Target who was killed in a car accident by the NFL player through no fault of her own. Those 8, 9, or whatever people that got killed at that rapper's Astro Fest thing. You know, those were white people, proximity to black men. Right. It's like they're starting to feel the wrath of black men just being in their space.
Non-black people, especially the preferences, they wanted to be black. All the wiggers and like fake wiggers, they wanted to be black. And now this week and this last 2 weeks, they're really feeling that black and it's hurting. They need some lotion because it's definitely a lot of...
They getting their ass whooped. It's just like, it's so crazy just to sit and think about it. You know, Danny Lay, whoever that is, getting her ass thrown out in the middle of the night, which to me is not her fault. It's not her fault. This says more about the type of men that black women birth than it says about her, because the fact that black women are saying, nah, it happened to you. Well, that's just saying that you normalize it. And it's normal when it happens to you, but now it's happening to her. You want to make a joke out of it. No man should be putting out a breastfeeding mother of his child, period.
And it happened to black women every single day. How many times do you see a black woman at the hospital? My mom used to work at the hospital, and she would see young black girls up there. And I mean, she would clocking in at 10 o'clock in the morning, at 6 o'clock at night. They still up there with that one diaper, that one bottle, and that baby just waiting on the ride. Like, it's just black women are, as a whole, are completely on our own. And anytime something happens, most of the Latinas and light yellow bones who they're caping for right now are laughing, ignoring it, or just don't give a F. So I just don't understand all these capes swinging in the wind. It's giving me whiplash.
Keep waiting. When something happens to an actual black girl, she's going to be looking for those same people she was caping for to come, and she's going to be there alone. Talking about, well, when it happened to her, we wasn't like that. Well, baby, Folks been telling you to stop caping for a long time. Quit caping for any group that's not Black women, because nobody's caping for you. You got people that's pandering to you and pretending like they give a fuck. You got a new trend of Black males that are pandering to Black women because they know good and goddamn well you gullible and you want anybody, somebody, just anybody to say something nice to you. And it's making all of us look like shit. And that's why they get so shocked by what I say, because I don't give no fucks about them. Not even a little bit. I can't find any fucks to give. And we talking about we decades on in with the shit.
Isn't it funny how both Black men and the mammies both try to live vicariously through white women? It's very interesting.
So look, Auntie Daisy, look at this trash. SGOTI, he said, we don't care. More Black women need to be killed.
Well, that's how he feels. That's how he feels. And he's not trolling. That's how he feels. That's how all of them feel that way. Nobody wants to believe it. See, if you make it seem like SGOTI is being extreme, you're saying that other Black men don't feel like that. He's
But
back
how do
there.
they feel like that when they don't have a pot or a window? And if we really did disappear, they would be up shit's creek. Like, Big Bad Brad is only keeping his knee off their neck, literally and figuratively, because of the mammies rolling around in the street crying every time something happens. But understand, the educated Black women, especially, Lord forbid, for them, in their case, if they really get in office and we get the Keisha Lance Bombers and the Stacey Abrams out, y'all have to understand that your time is coming to an end. So
They
all
don't
of
like
this,
them either.
of course.
Yeah,
No.
I'm waiting for OTI to respond to me because I said he's mad because white women are telling each other not to mess with men like him now. And
Girl, he retarded. Don't worry about it.
I done kicked his ass out of here. Bed wenches suck. It's smoke night. What the fuck do you want, sir?
Oh, he back.
What's going on? How you doing?
I'm always awesome. I got a white man taking care of me.
Hey.
Well, whatever. So I mean,
it's true. Wait a minute. How you gonna ask me a question and when I answer it, you say whatever? You don't like my happiness?
Well, see, the thing is, when I look on your panel, I think you're the only one who's probably married. So why are we?
This is my panel, and that's
good
good enough.
So most of these Black women are not living your life. So what is the point?
Matter if we're married?
What is the point?
And you're the only one not wearing deodorant.
So-
Like, sir, I just have a quick question. What type
Can
of
I say something?
Say what?
What brand of deodorant do you wear?
Why is that important to you?
Because
I'm trying to understand how that's relevant to this conversation. It makes absolutely no sense.
Because you about to say something irrelevant, so I just thought I would kick it off. But I'm sorry. Go ahead, baby.
All right, so the title of the stream says "Smoke Night," right? You mad at Kyle Rittenhouse, but not Zach Stacy. See, you understand that this is another white man getting away with murder, right?
Oh my God!
Hold on.
You
a
understand
second.
that, right?
Wait. Let's do this right because this is almost the end of the show. So let's do this right. Yes, I understand that Kyle defended himself, and unfortunately, a couple of people died. Yes, sir, I do.
You do know that some Black women have actually defended themselves, but have gone to prison. You do know that, right?
I don't spend my time comparing my life to other people's.
See, as a Black woman, you
don't
ought to
cut
be
me
ashamed
off,
of yourself.
bitch. I told you we gonna sit up here and talk nice. Okay, we're gonna talk nice.
Well, just like the typical Black woman.
Yeah, let's talk nice. Let's go back and forth in a
go for
nice
it.
way. Now, what was your question? Because you cut me off and I didn't finish my answer.
My question is: this is another Black man. You do know there's another white man, I should say.
Lord have
There's
mercy.
another white man getting away with murder. That was my
And I
question.
answered.
You know that.
I answered you, and I said yes. I know what he did. I'm happy that somebody that was defending themselves was able to go home.
See, the problem is, the dominant society does not afford you that luxury if you were a Black woman in that situation. I think you know that.
So
why are
check
you
this out.
celebrating this? As a Black woman, how can you celebrate this?
You're gonna let me answer? Why don't you calm down? You need a Xanax, bro.
Go
Calm
for it.
down. Calm
I'm
down.
listening.
You know why I wouldn't get that same benefit? Because the men that were supposed to build a society that benefits me didn't do so. So now I have to wait. I'm not done. So now I have to operate in a society where I'm not the beauty standard. I'm basically second class citizen because the men that were responsible for making me awesome and live awesome and protected and provided for, they didn't do it. So yeah, I feel you.
See, you got it all twisted and you got it all wrong because, what's happening is white supremacy. It's a skin color. It has nothing to do with men or women. This is a skin color issue.
Okay,
A black person,
can I
a
respond?
black woman, is not going to get away with it.
I'm trying not to use the mute button, sir. You said it's about white supremacy. You guys are the only ones that think white people are supreme. Y'all love saying that. You think white people are supreme. That's why you always talking about white supremacy. Do you not agree bed wenches suck?
So you honestly think an Asian man would have gotten away with this as well?
Say that again.
Do you honestly think an Asian man, somebody from, let's just say, China, would have gotten away with this?
They have.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think the only person that gets away with this is a white man.
Hold up.
And so as a black woman, you should not be celebrating.
No, chill out.
Bed wenches suck. Listen, go ahead and you got to condense your sentences, because if you start rambling, then I'm gonna have to mute you. White men get away with more because they built this country. It's theirs. Just like if you're in my house, I'm the only one that's allowed to go in my medicine cabinet, that's allowed to go in my closet, because I built this house. It's my fucking house. Why should you be allowed to go everywhere that in a place that you didn't build? Go.
So you got to understand, the black man was building his own society until he was captured and sold into slavery. So you have to understand the reason why we're here.
I know why
we didn't come to this country.
I know why we're here, because white men got it in their head that they needed some slaves. They came and did an atrocity and took us, and y'all didn't prevent that from happening. That's why I have no respect for you.
And what you're doing here is the typical of the bad wench, because you're celebrating Massa getting off on a murder charge.
I love Massa. I absolutely.
Bad wench. That's what you're doing here, and you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
I absolutely love Massa, and let me tell you why. Because he makes sure the irrigation system is good, my toilet flush. Hey, he makes sure shit happens. I love Massa, and you should love Massa too, because that's why you're able to get on Wi-Fi tonight. Wonderful dude.
Well, if you like Massa so much, why don't you go and ghetto gaggers?
Why don't you go and ghetto gaggers?
Here we go with the gaggers.
I would never.
Gaggers.
I would never.
I just have a question though.
I would never disrespect my husband that way. I can't go on ghetto gaggers because I'm already spoken for.
She's married, baby.
I'm already spoken for.
And she's in the suburbs.
I don't do porn.
Well, for the women out here on the panel who are not married.
She wants to ask you a question, honey. Go ahead, Lipstick.
Oh, that was Bullet Bag.
Go ahead,
That
Bullet
wasn't
Bag.
me. I don't talk to him.
Ben Wage lover. So I got a question. You say white supremacy did this and did that, but why don't you do anything about it? Because you know white supremacy only exists because black inferiority exists. He wouldn't be on top if you didn't let him. Why would
we're actually doing a lot about it. If you look
What
at
are
the
you
stats,
doing?
if you look at the stats, a lot more black men are in the middle class, and we're actually doing something about it.
So let me tell you how you get in the middle class. It's done by your taxes. This is what happens. Married black men are coming to the middle class, not single black men. The reason married black men are in the middle class is because they count the wife's income as well. You're not doing anything. Absolutely nothing.
A black woman who, so you're telling me a black woman who's decent looking, who's not a, I don't want to use that word, but let's just say.
How come black supremacy doesn't exist?
It does exist. It's just
because because black people are good people. That's the reason why. That is the problem. We actually have empathy.
Yeah, okay.
Are you including black men in that?
Yes.
You must have a mouse in your pocket because
you're saying black men have empathy.
We're not like the white folks.
I think that was a great joke to end this live on. Let me go ahead and drag. See you next smoke night. See you next smoke night.
Can I just ask him one? Oh,
he gone.
I wanted to know if he likes saline douches or what kind of douches he uses. I just wanted to know.
Well, I don't.
I wanted to know how he could say he's good people. He has empathy when he was just making fun of porn stars when most of them are sex workers who were abducted and forced into that. So how
ain't he the same one who just said we should die?
Like, no, that was a different one. But he feels the same way, saying people should be ashamed of themselves for picking the winning side. Let me tell you something about war. Once a war is complete, The winning side gets your women and children. It's always been that way. The mammies are the one that's resistant to the rules of war. What they're doing is they're sticking with the losers. The losers they're begging them, please fight the war again. Fight white supremacy. I want to be the beauty standard. Do something. And the problem is Black men are comfortable in the current situation that they're in, and they're not going to fight for you. As a matter of fact, if they did win, they not taking you with them. They showed you that already, because anytime they win individually, they take someone else with them. Knock it off. I'm getting ready to go say the hard R in the Discord, goddamn. And if you want to join me, go ahead and join me so we can talk some shit. I love y'all to pieces. See y'all in the Discord. Peace
Love
out.
you, Auntie DZ.
Love you back.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye, y'all.
This shit was hilarious. I can't.